Alrighty guys, so here we are, fully suited up, got the face covering on for what's for fire resistance, right? We have made it to Chuckwalla Raceway and I am super pumped about it. Now, to be honest with you, I've not driven this car on this track before. I've driven my handling pack GT500 on this racetrack, then I also drove the CA Corvette. And to throw another curveball at us, we're going the opposite direction. I didn't know this when I signed up. I thought we were going clockwise, which is the way that I usually go. Is it clockwise? If we go left to right? Yeah, clockwise. Going the opposite way. And the crazy thing to me is that it seems pretty counterintuitive, right? Because if you look at the corners, most of them are laid out so that, well, they're pretty blind, but at least the flow of momentum, you can track out and use much more of the track going clockwise. Going counterclockwise, it's just a bunch of decreasing radius corners. At least that's what I'm picturing. And then also off-camber corners, which is going to really throw us a curveball. This car, I don't know, if I did a about 2-minute lap, 2:01, I think, in the CA Corvette, going clockwise, I believe counterclockwise is slower, so hopefully if we can beat that, bet we can. Anyways, so let's do a quick rundown of basically how the car is looking right now. As you can see, we found the one and only shaded spot at the entire racetrack. Anyways, so yeah, again, back to that. This track is in the middle of basically nowhere. Look at this. Pure desert. As far as I can see, the closest gas station is about 30 miles away, so 30 to 40 minute drive to get there, and then fill up and drive back. Yeah, it's gonna be about an hour. Anyway, so moving on back to the car. What do you think? I know it's been a while since our last McLaren track video, but this car, I mean, when you start driving it, it's so fast and it doesn't ever let up. It just wants to put down the power. It's a different kind of speed. It's a kind of speed whereas it's not sketchy and you can feel the pure grip. The car just is like a go-kart, but as a supercar, having twin turbos and a V8, we're not going to see any more V8 McLarens. Picture that. This is one of the last ever V8 McLarens, and it shares the same engine, essentially, out of the McLaren P1. Isn't that insane thinking about it? On this track, though, since we have a lot of high-speed straightaways, we should be getting a bit of some aero action going on, a bit of some front-end downforce. I did change out the front radiators. They're brand new, as you can see here. It's like a brand new car again, isn't it? We do have some little bugs in there. Overall, it looks brand new. It looks amazing. We've got some bugs all over the car driving out here in the morning. Just to wipe it off easy with our partner, S-Tech PPF, which they do a phenomenal job protecting this car, and then Elite Finish to the insole with the free cut design. Highly recommend them if you do want to track. You got to get your car protected. Anyways, though, back to the vehicle itself. We do have our -3 degrees of camber all around, our Giradisc steel racing brakes, which I highly recommend these as well. Up front, same exact contact patch as a 765 LT, that being a 245, I believe. And then out back, we have 305s. Again, same contact patch as a 765 with less horsepower. And the best part about today is that we're actually driving this car on the official racetrack where they did the debut video. If you watch the debut video for the 600LT, that being The Edge is Calling, you're gonna see that the 600LT has been on this track before, but with the actual manufacturer, McLaren. Cannot wait to get out there on track. This is my dream car right behind me, and I've been tracking it non-stop, been completely bulletproof, no issues. It just keeps on going, keeps on racing. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and hop inside and find out what counterclockwise is like on this huge racetrack. About 2.5 miles, I believe. Hopefully we can crack a sub 2 minute. We probably can, but I'll be honest, it's gonna be pretty hard, I think. It might be pretty hard to get a good gap because we have a lot of vehicles on track right now. Got the wind blowing too. One last thing I do want to highlight. Wouldn't it be awesome if you can actually roll up the windows of your supercar or any car you have on the racetrack? Imagine that. Unfortunately, we can't do it. It seems so counterintuitive, doesn't it? You have all this amazing aerodynamics and all these vents and cutouts to relieve high pressure air. But at the same time, what is this? This is like putting a wall on the front of your car almost. It just sucks all the air in. It makes all this beautiful aerodynamic airflow designs useless almost, right? It's funny. In Europe, I believe, or across the country, they let you actually run with the windows up. And they're going off. Someone already ran off. I cross my fingers that we're not going to have too much rocks on the track, because if we do, I got to really dodge them. And here we go, just got with McLaren. Crazy day today because we've been testing out a lot of cars. I even gave my mom a ride. Make sure to check out that video too. It's crazy because having this car, every single track you go to, you're gonna be the fastest person out or have the fastest car. It's the craziest thing. Never driven counterclockwise, lap 2, so after our warm-up lap, clocking 155s, and then came back in to change my battery. Battery died for my first action cam. Then I changed it out to a new Insta360 One RS. It's a great camera, but I knocked the top of it so you can barely see the road. Anyways, though, it actually showed a 154, not bad, but I was starting to get into the zone of every lap I'm dropping 2 seconds, and I bet we could have dropped even more seconds. I don't feel like I'm anywhere near the limit right now on this track because going counterclockwise just feels so strange to me. You know, that it's just a very strange experience. I much prefer clockwise because you can track out and use the track to keep going fast. This way, just blind corners and very much off-camber corners, it's really weird. This place is still very fun. I did want to put in the proper octane to get the maximum horsepower, but their special octane pumps were not working. Therefore, we're stuck on a lame 91 octane. So we didn't have max power, so we're probably about 7-8 miles an hour off on straightaways for what it can really do. The better octane also helps with the cooling and the detonation, so I definitely will be bringing probably my own trailer out here once I get one with the proper fuel so that we're all ready to go and don't have to worry about any issues of gas running out. Anyways, please let me know what do you think of how the car did. Unfortunately, when we started getting faster, we got the checkered flag, and this was a day where didn't have many opportunities to keep getting faster because people kept going off. At one point, I think a Lotus is pretty much totaled. The wheel came off. It's very sad. I've seen so many people go off, and if you don't push your car to the limit, or if you have the training, it's at least harder to go off. So I recommend anyone out there who wants to track, go to a racing school, get a comp license like I did. It really does help you. And I'm not trying to say anyone's a bad driver, because there could be mechanical failures or tire conditions or just some cars react differently. So I'm not going to try to name names or blame anyone running anything. But it's just one of those things where when they go off, there's rocks back on the track. So it's very dusty, very rocky right now. And it's getting slick. I think with new tires, because we've used these tires on multiple events now, and it's still brand new. Check this out. Multiple track days. And we're not even near the wear indicator. I think I probably heat cycled these out by now, but it shows you how a lighter car can just keep on being ran. Anyways, it's fast, it's smooth, it's precise. The vibrations, the noises, it's my favorite car right here, and it's a keeper for my future. I absolutely love it. If you've got a McLaren, make sure to track it. These supercars, they are well worth the money, and I'm so happy with mine. Anyways, make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this track video. Stay tuned for a ton more with this car, going to all sorts of tracks across the country, putting down lap times, and subscribe for much more great videos coming out your way. I'll see all of you in the next episode.